All right, now let's check out some Magic moments covered by State Farm. Magic might be the only way to describe the basketball season that Miami of Ohio is having right now. The Arizona Wildcats, led by two five-star freshmen, and the Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio are the only two remaining unbeatens in the sport. They had a little scare earlier in the week against Zoomass, but they were able to secure the win, move to 21-0. Jeff, how special of a run has this been?
It's an incredible run. In the last 3 games, they've been playing with fire. Against Buffalo, they needed a late shot to force overtime. Against Kent State, they needed a late shot to force overtime and win. And then against UMass, they had to come back from down double digits. So that's 3 games where you say, okay, the unbeaten run might end for them, and they found a way to pull it out. And you know, the argument is, oh, they haven't really beaten anybody of, a quad 1 win high. They've won conference road games every week.
Right.
That's tough to do. We've seen that, highly ranked teams are losing, against inferior teams on the road. Miami, Ohio continues to win. This is a team that was not picked to win their league in the preseason. They've already beat the preseason favorite Akron. And, they might have their toughest week of the season coming up. After today, they have 2 tough road games. But, I'm not going to count them out. I'm not going to count Travis Steele and the Red Hawks out from going unbeaten.
Do that at your own peril. By the way, you mentioned those last 3 wins by a combined 11 points. Now, they are 16.5-point favorites against Northern Illinois at home today. But it has been amazing to watch because the crowds there are tremendous. Their last home game, they had their 10th largest home crowd ever. The most expensive ticket, I was looking today, is this one. It's over almost $200 to get in, and we've got some great games going on, including that BYU and Kansas game. So I think it's about $200 to get in there at Miami of Ohio. Now, the Red Hawks are not the only mid-majors that are making noise this year, Jeff. Who else have you had your eye on?
St. Louis, they found their way into the top 25 this past week. They won last night. They beat Dayton 102-71. That was their 7th game of 100-plus points this season, tied for the most in the country. And the fascinating thing is, according to the metrics, according to analytics and efficiency numbers, their defense is better than their offense. So this is a team that I think we're going to hear from come March. And you remember Josh Schertz, he was one of the hottest coaches in the country a couple years ago to Indiana State. He might be the hottest name on the carousel 6 weeks from now. And then there are 2 huge games. Gonzaga has graduated from mid-major status, but West Coast Conference still a mid-major league. They have their annual, twice a season, usually 3 times a season with the conference tournament. They have their game against St. Mary's tonight. And then a battle for first place in the Mountain West.
Oh, huge.
Utah State and San Diego State. San Diego State got off to a bit of a rocky start, but they seem poised. They're atop the league right now. They seem poised to go back to the tournament for, I believe it's the 6th straight season. So those 2 games battle for first places in both the Mountain West and West Coast Conference tonight.
Different San Diego State team, too, this year. They are averaging like 90 points per game. I think they're 2nd in the country in bench points as well. So that's going to be a really fun matchup to watch out west. Those are your Magic moments covered by State Farm.